Thanks, Teal. Much appreciated, my guy. But Paradox, they're on this advantage now. CT side, usually where you argue, they will find more rounds. But let's wait and see right now. Bomb looking to come out Palace late, trying to draw attention over towards the side. X-Kom to open up. He finds the bomb. He's trying to find a one-tap as well. He's going to call on to Versa to swing to find it. And now they are kind of technically stuck on this bomb site. They're technically stuck in their positions. X-Kom still in sandwich. They can't find him. They've only done 20 damage in the premise as well. And it is just down to PZ. Has been spotted out. Not even there for a single pick as it is claimed out by a Versa. Just some nice pickings to come out from Paradox as they do clean up the pistol round. Even though it was kind of awkward with the shots coming out from Equal there. But nevertheless, double digits on the board for Paradox. They've got the purchase up. No bomb down for Airborne. Saving. They'll get their rifles in the next round. Herbs he's removed the silencer off the USP. What crazy game plan is this? Also, who's playing with my lights? No, it's one of my boys. Actually, those colors might have been a follow over towards the Komodo channel. Indeed, rummage. Well, it is just a little bit of the silence in the server right now. These Glocks will reveal themselves eventually. It is going to be X-Kom missing out on a little bit of the bullets from the FAMAS. He does manage to find JD in the end to reposition himself. But Onka, MP9, long engagements, finding the head. Nicely done. Inno found Smooth Crim. It's just pretty easy cleanup to come out from the rifles of Paradox. They don't lose a single member. I'm still very shocked that that Herbs has removed the silencer off of the USP-S. It's now just literally the USP. But nevertheless, moving on into the fresh round. This is what we've been waiting for. The first two rounds, take it with a grain of salt. Paradox, 2 or 3 rounds, kind of. Nicely done in the end to gather them. But where it counts is the rifle rounds, and that's what we'll be seeing now. There's the AKs out here for the Airborne squad. Ecal, he makes the short jump, but he misses out on the frag in the end. JD getting very aggressive, is blinded off. We're seeing him on the CT side like the ladder room. He's back there, so he's home on the T side now. Airborne have gained control of mid, utilizing a lot of their utility as well, actually. A lot of smokes, Molotovs, flashes as well. They're just down to a single smoke, 2 flashes. If Paradox just do play their time nicely and play it right, not overextending, they'll pretty much look to secure out the round. But, you know, anything can happen. It is a UCS after all. So we've got a minute left on the clock. CT's very spread out. We got Bedonka up in Palace. Versa very close to, you know, well, I think he's in Firebox actually. He is indeed. But the execute to come out now from Airborne onto the side. Smooth Crim. Do they clear Firebox here? He could look to deny the bomb. It's going down at reverse triple and he's going to peek out because of it as well. Brace eventually going to turn around. The Versa. He'll be finding the info, finding the frag. He's got his teammate to come out from Palace, mind you, as well. There's kit for days for the Paradox members here. Smooth Crim taking an awkward engagement. Will fall 2-man advantage now for Paradox in this retake. It's going to be on a sweep to deny something from the T-ramp area. It's Lee planted for him, and he finds the pick onto Herb. Second dinking or damage onto Ecal. They've smoked out now. Inno can just hold the bomb. He can look for the defuse. PZ denies it for 2. But Onka, he finds out sweet, and I think that's the round done anyways. Airborne, they will be winning it. They had the advantage, Paradox, but they miss out on the defuse. Bomb to explode, and the round is gathered out by Airborne. This awkward fight here by Smooth Crim. Doesn't really go his way, but Swede peeking out, doing a little bit of that damage. I would have loved to see PZ's angle on that. You can see he denies it for 2, but I'm going to close it on out. Superbly done. Airborne able to get the round on the board. Nice, nice, nice. Also, hey, Hanimal. Now it is just the rifles for Airborne. It's actually a very weird purchase to come out from both of these teams. It's pistols bound for Paradox. AK-47 on Bedonka might want to transition it into the hands of Versa now that he took that early HE grenade damage. Misses out a shot as well. Will open up opportunities for Ekal in window to find JD. We'll be finding it. AK to fall into mid. Not what you want. Brace. He'll upgrade. Would you call it a fair trade though? JD for an AK-47. Upgrade from Mac 10. Yeah. Probably not, eh? Take a Mac 10 with JD alive any day over an AK upgrade. But once again, at that minute mark, I'm seeing bare utility for both sides. Not a single smoke for Airborne. They'll have to go into this B bomb site with the flames, with the flashes. See if they can find the early picks as well. It is just the pistols for Paradox, remember. Inno will be finding one. What is Brace looking at right now? The damage is surely being done by Paradox. They've got the man advantage right now as well. Bomb to go down from Airborne, and might even be a similar round than what we saw previously. The Paradox members will be going for this retake. Sweet up on Ninja. He is very low in HP as well. If it's overlooked by Paradox, well, that's just the story of AU, right? But let's go into it. Paradox members all coming into the side. Smooth-Krim getting his head ripped off by Versa. Now they should be finding Fleet here. Herbs find it. The defuse can come out from Paradox. They've gone into this with Badonka with an AK. The remainder of the boys with pistols, Deagles, and they win the round and they get the defuse. Yeah, very surprising in how that happened there, that engagement from Minnow, but nevertheless. Now it is on to the Airborne side to come out with their pistols, looking to set up over towards the B-bomb site early. We do have some aggression from Brace. Very fast up short. We're looking to do something here, but Inno placing a well cooked grenade over towards short. Here come the pistols out towards the bomb site, but Onka to find JD. His aim's maneuvered over in towards a different area because Herbs is here to lock down the bomb site itself. He'll be finding 3, but Onka the closure. That's just a quick round, done and dusted. Over towards the favor of Paradox. I'm going to be seeing the proper rifles come out from Airborne this time, however. 5 AK-47s, no AWP in the hands of Pineapple Zip. Potentially wanted to get it out. Not going to be the case for now, so tad unfortunate with that one, but nevertheless, see what they're going to be able to do because they are staring down the barrel of 2 AWPs, and that is a missed smoke. Grenade over towards window. Brace, is he going to be knowing of that? It's been missed. At least they've got the flames there. They can hold off for the current time. You know, though, locked with that AWP, legging onto Swede, and he'll pay the price for it. JD to find it. Now the explosion from Airborne over towards this B-bomb site, overlooking the Mac as well as they find Herbs. Nope, Herbs finds the pick. He'll be happy with that one, down to 3 HP. Surely gonna fall after this one. Doesn't get any extra damage out. Smooth-Krim to find Badonka, and things are looking better for Airborne. A promised round for them. They get the round on the board, yep. Smooth-Krim to fall or find Ekal in the end. Just once again, Paradox members not really knowing where all the T's are. Kind of sitting, kind of standing in the round, missing out on the shots. On the flip side, a well done, well accumulated round for Airborne. They look to crawl back into the map pick of Paradox, who do have another purchase coming out toward our screens now. Lots of utility for both squads. PZ on the AWP, JD on the Mac 10. He's going to be sent in towards the B-bomb site first. The flames are there. The Mac is smokes. This is a well executed play from Airborne. It's just a little bit unfortunate that Inno will be finding JD here by himself. Is that the info that they have to now go over towards the A site? The utility's all coming out. There's still 2 CTs over towards this bomb site. Airborne expecting there to be this much defensive power. But Onka caught off guard with the flames. Well done from Airborne. PZ hearing a legging on towards his body. Brace through the smoke as well, having some damage. I love this boost over the corner of the smoke. They find something. Ekal to find Brace. They can settle on this stacked up. DTs has the man advantage. Inno stuck between a wall and 2 T's. He'll be falling. Frags just going left, right, and center for both teams right now. They need to settle on it. The rifle can do so much damage onto Sweet and PZ, who are low. There's no damaging utility from Paradox right now, who are coming into it with an AWP and an M4A4. Smooth elevated, finding Ecol. Now this is easily done for Airborne. They recover, and that is the round going over towards them. The fake to B, swing it over towards A, and they win it in the end. I love this boost as well. A gap in the smoke. I always try to get the smoke to the close wall. A gap through bench. You can place a Molotov. It can play with the flames. The smoke of the flames. Now as well, coming into the new round, we do just have the pistols for the CTs. AWP and AKs for Airborne. Lots of utility. A stack over towards B for Paradox. See what damage they may be able to do. If Airborne go over to the site, it could get confusing. It's looking like they want to rotate over towards mid, at least in the early stages. Gather a little bit of this map control. It is just going to be Versa over to that A-bomb. Right. The bomb right now. Eco on the Deagle. We know how powerful he is. Badonka on... That P2K? Yeah, it's P2K. Now he's down. Well, long live the king. All the CT's starting to fall. Just down to Versa, who was at that A-bomb site. Really slow action. Would have probably looked a lot cooler. Versa will get a ding for his Airborne. They'll be fighting double digits there. Facing up once again against the purchase of a Paradox. Ecal can get that AWP glass cannon for his troubles if he wants to. $50 short, unfortunately. Get the Kevlar behind it. So he will be on to the M4. Or for PZ once again. This is a crucial round for Paradox as well. They lose this. It's 11 for Airborne. There'll be an eco for Paradox in the next round. Half five potentially. That's 12 on the board for Airborne. That's where things start to get a little bit sticky. Same saying. If Airborne lose this, well, they'll have a purchase to the next round. If they lose that one, Paradox on 15, setting themselves up for a victory. So, see what the outcome will be. Ecol will be finding JD as the opener, though. He has Versa watching his back. Brace. Falling freely to Versa. And this is just a nice recovery round to come out for Paradox for the little time being right now. Nothing too out of the ordinary. A little bit of mid-aggression covering the flanking angle as well. Love to see it. And with the split and the gap in the offenses of Airborne now, how are they going to recover? Utility to throw into the mix. They're in mid, so they choose to walk short, smoking top connector, have a player watching it as well. Swede, flashbang, does he go in con? He does. Ecol will hear the footsteps. The free fire revealing Swede's position. Swede will fall. Things are starting to crumble for Airborne right now as well. Smooth Cream on utility, AK, PZ Orphan utility. 30 seconds on the clock remaining. Trying to get back into this round. Execution towards A. Earth's going to challenge it. He didn't blow out the flames. He finds one. Info on a Smooth Cream. Badonka to find it in the end. And that's all 5 alive for Paradox as the round comes to a close. As I mentioned earlier, there will be a purchase. There will be a purchase to come out for Airborne now. But they really need to find it to keep the hopes of winning Mirage alive. Silence in the server yet again. And that'll also be the cue for Airborne to get up in towards that A-bomb site. JD getting aggressive in through CT. Ino's going to be revealed eventually. JD to find one. Sweet there to help. And just like that, in a matter of milliseconds, Ino, with him falling, it'll just be Badonka the last one alive. Revealing himself, he'll fall as well. Sweet to pick it up. And there's a bit of a recovery for Airborne. Just a bit. So they need to get 3 rounds cleanly in a row to even it up. 2 more after the fact to win it before going to overtime. If you're familiar with the AU region, you kind of will be aware of AU overtime on, well, this map. We had 78 rounds in the recent weeks. Just played on Mirage. Pistols position for Paradox. All stacked over towards A. There are the first 2 fall. Versa trying to get some returning damage. 5-7. See what he can do there. There is a reload to come out from the missed shots of Swede. Bomb to be recovered by PZ as well eventually. Yeah, Airborne want to go. Only time will tell. They've got Brace in through jungle. He will be finding X-Kom. Swede the engagement to Versa. He will be winning it out. It's not as clean as he would be liking. Herbs will be finding JD upgrade to the Krieg. 100 HP to play with as well, but Onka's still lurking on the side. He reveals himself, swung out by Smoothcrim. Will be finding Sweet in the end, but now it is just down to Herbs in a 1 versus 3. No armor behind himself. Look, he could do it. It's just going to be difficult. So he'll be creeping up towards stairs. He'll probably reveal himself to PZ on the corner. Jordy will be just holding this line right now. Herbs, how is he going to tackle this one? Does he even just choose to save the Krieg into the next round? They will be coming out with a purchase. Brace is low as well. If you find Smoothcrim, going on to Brace, could find it, but debate out. Brace will be finding the pick in the end. And Airborne, they do get round number 12 on the board. And now is the purchase for Paradox. They find this, it's 15. They will be coming up against another purchase of Airborne in the next one. Trying to climb back in towards an Airborne, in towards an after overtime scenario, sorry. An after time scenario, an after 30 rounds scenario. But we got another pause to come out, this time Paradox. So they settle down for a tad. Alrighty. It'll come up after Don. Here's that purchase for Paradox. Here's the purchase for Airborne as well. Looking to bring it into 13 to 14. The money won't be there for Paradox. And then we could be looking at evening things up 14 all. So let's see how they're going to tackle this round. Utility already explored even through mid. Meanwhile, Badonka out through a main. We'll be securing a lot of information. He'll be spotting on top of his smoke. And not seeing anyone. Might come over towards his team that it's looking to set up over towards mid or B. At least we can see on our radar right now. The T's are actually coming over towards this A bomb site. Smoothcrim and Palace, remainder of the squad, setting up all the utility onto the site itself. And with all that utility starting to come down now, Versa is going to be stuck. Badonka as well, probably sitting in toward a main. JD will find Badonka. Versa, he needs to do something now. As X-Kom finds JD, Swede will fall. Versa revealed. Up on the bricks. Things are looking a little bit awkward for Airborne. They do have 50 seconds on the clock. They can recover. Actually, you're going to miss Versa as well. Have to be careful of Brace. He's snuck his way all the way into jungle. He'll be finding that first pick, escaping before he will be falling. Ekal, very interesting that he goes over to the M4 instead of the AWP. If he found one pick, he could then go for that challenge. It's looking like he wants to get the bomb down with Smoothcrim finding Inno. This round should be going over towards Airborne. Ekal, the last one alive. He's been spotted. Airborne will shuffle their members accordingly. I want to overextend right now. PZ will be hiding after taking a little bit of the damage. Smoothcrim lucky to escape. I saw him instantly duck down. Flames onto the bomb. Eco no smoke. Pretty much locking out this round. Eco, he wants to get that AWP and CT that he did drop earlier as well, and see if he can survive over the next round with it. See if he can pull a monstrous play out, win the round for Paradox, and put him on 15. We've seen what the pistols are capable of. AWP thrown into the mix as well could do something, but that will be the 13th round on the board for Airborne. Eco, he'll be finding one for the exit. PC to put him in his grave. He won't be surviving over with the AWP, so it should only be a half buy for Paradox now. A little bit of Kevlar, some Deagles, maybe a single kit, light utility. You don't want anything too far-fetched. You want them to see the big purchase in the next round when they potentially see 14-14, or yeah, if they win this and then it's 15-13, well, they've done the damage. They've at least secured overtime, right? So Badonka will be going on to the MP9. It'll be pistols for the remainder of the squad. A single HE grenade, no kits. Badonka using Palace. He's found the opener onto Smoothcrim as well. A lot of damage for his troubles. Versa or Herb's probably going to be asking for a tad of the weaponry. It is a Krieg. Hello, Crafty. Race. I'm expecting a little bit of a different angle when he is scoped in with the Krieg. So with a minute 10 on the clock, they're going to eat a HE grenade. They line up. That is so lucky that JD crouches there and Bracer's not going to tag his teammate in the head. Unsure if intended or not, but it is the case. And oh no, look at this. The pistols are doing the damage. It's 4 alive for Paradox. It's just down to PZ. A 1 versus 4. 50 seconds on the clock. Workable. He does drop. It's heard. This is just all the bait right now. Versa's going to swing. Versa probably to close it out here. Not like this if you're thinking Airborne. They lose a round of the pistols. Paradox fine 15. I did say not to, you know, I did say the pistols could do it. We've seen it done before, my words. If Paradox do find 15, well, at least they secured overtime is what I said. So now they have secured overtime. There is going to be a purchase for Airborne. But is it the last ditched purchase? Is it the last attempt? Versa a sub for tonight, Dion? Not sure, Dograt. Not sure. Teal. Teal's the sub for Paradox? Maybe they did pick up Versa. Because Trident's fallen, by the way. I'll say it now. I'll reveal it. Paradox. Go. We'll see. That is a nice shot from Ecal to open things up. PZ to fall. You the super sub Teal. Is Versa on the roster or like on the roster? Because not announced yet, right? Trial. Okay, cool. Minute left on the clock. It's a big crucial time for Airborne, remember? The round of the previous, they should not have lost. Oh, he's just subbing Crotchy? Interesting. Versus subbing in, but they're trailing? Ah, okay, cool. Brace, needed pick. Herbs to fall, such powerful player, but they need to find loot. They need to find Versa. Because Riley will find one. JD to get the trade. Smoothcrim, he'll be coming out of Palace. You know, looking the wrong way. This is starting to look a bit good for Paradox, but awkward at the same time. Badonka, he's going to be sitting ticket booth. Eco with the orb spin spotted out, and he overstayed his welcome with the utility. JD to burn Badonka, you know, 10 HP, trying to deny the bomb through triple. Both players are there. If they throw that HE grenade from JD, it'll slam dunk onto Inno. There it is. Oh, and it misses its mark. There's another one, but Inno's looked to head for the hills and potentially save the AK-47. The money's not there for Paradox. So it's looking like we're going the long stretch. We're going all 30 rounds. Guys, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know 16-14 or overtime. Tell me now. Tell me now. Oh, great. I too like food. I'm eating dinner when these two best of threes are done. So yeah, feed me. Octuple overtime. All right, Chris, you can leave. OT. I'm seeing a lot of OTs. 16-14 if they play pistols. Overtime if they're rifles. Look, Don Crow, I have to agree with you on that one, 100%. 16-14, OT. I'm seeing a lot more OT than 16-14. You guys want to make me suffer? I see you. You're all banned who said OT. You're all banned. Nah, only joking. Alright, let's get back into it, shall we? Double AWPs to come out from Paradox as well. We've seen the detrimental damage that it can do. But will it deliver? Liam fan club in the chat. It's not on Seb. Alrighty, all the marbles, guys. OT or 16-14. I wonder what it's going to be. There's the MP9 for Herbs. They're looking to get aggressive into the B-bomb site. It's the split from Airborne for the time being. Out through mid. Race to open up onto Versa. That is a really large pick as well. Footsteps of Ekal will currently be heard. See how the Paradox are going to recover now as well. You know, right aim transition as he finds JD. Smooth Crim holding and waiting at bait to come out from Palace eventually. See, I know if this goes to overtime or not right now. I already know. Mwahaha. Ekal looking to clear out CT in case there's been a flank up through jungle. Paradox are really holding out on this split from A and B, but here we go. Airborne in towards this A bomb site. Are they going to be able to hold it off? The rotation's starting to come out for Paradox. Badonka, he's not being cleared here in Sandwich. He's going to find Brace. Stop for free fire. The flames connect with him, but he finds one more. Will be put to rest in the end. Man advantage back over to the way for Paradox now. Gap in the smoke for Ekal, and he's going to exploit this bomb to go down. They cross. He misses the shot, however. Now how Airborne going to bring this back? 10 seconds. They need to get the bomb down. PZ to try and do so. None of the CTs are going to be peeking, but look at the flanks that come out from Herbs and Palace. Is it going to be expected whatsoever? It's going to find PZ now to get the AK swing on to Swede, and that spots out the info. Herbs is going to find the pick toward the face. Enough time for the bomb to be defused. And we're not going to overtime. Mr. Komodo is very happy. Paradox to win their map pick of 16-14. And as predicted earlier, we will be seeing the scoreboard now as well. Just a little bit for you lot. 27 on the board for Badonka. Brace as well for 27. 21. For Swede and Ekal alike, and that's the map that we're going to be going over to next, guys, because right now at least, you know, it's map number 1 going over to the way of Paradox, which, look, and honestly, they needed. They lost it last time 16-9 against Airborne, so they needed that one. But yeah, we're going to go into Overpass, my favorite map. So we're going to have about a 5-ish minute break, guys, before we get into the next map. So if you want to go follow where I come from, it's just right here. It's twitch.tv/Komodo. Twitter's KomodoAU. I do a lot of casting on my own channel as well, but yep, we're going to take a little bit of a short break, guys, before we get back into the next map in Overpass. So don't go too far. But yeah, map number 1 went over to Paradox, 16-14. So we're going to be going over to the map pick of... Alrighty, let's get into the game, shall we, guys? It's Overpass. What a good song. What a good song. There's the song if you guys want to know it, by the way. Josh, if someone paid me $1 every time someone said, can I get a shout out for my friend because it's their birthday, I would literally have over $1,000. Just saying. It's a lot of people's birthdays. Well, let's see what's going to be on here now. Versa getting a connection over towards Mr. Sweet. It's going to be X-Kom finding JD completely blinded, and this is absolute carnage happening on the B-bomb site right now. Lucky, but there isn't actually any TKs happening in the mix. It's just down to Herbs. Quick action. Quick damage, bomb down by Airborne, but they don't know where Herbs is playing from. Sweet. If that connected to the head, I would have lost myself, but Smoothgrim now. Next to water, next to wood. He'll be finding the headshot. He'll be finding the frag. That's the pistol round. Over towards Airborne. And that's Herbs' USP without the silencer on it as well. There's the purchase up for Paradox as well. They want to return it. They brought it only as 2 picks actually, so a little bit interesting that they have decided to purchase right now. Of course, Overpass is different to Mirage, so it is what it is. And right now, it's AKs for Airborne. 2 of which, and 1 Galil, 2 Mac-10s. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do. They're giving full respect over towards Paradox. They've seen that the purchase is here for the CTs, and they'll act accordingly. Scout for Ecol. Couple of pistols and the MP9. If you cast your minds back, or let's say 10 minutes ago, you'd know that the pistols of Paradox were pretty brutal. They were able to find a nice little round. So see if they're going to be able to do it again in the early stages of Airborne's map pick. Also, Maka, hello mate. Looking to move over towards the B-bomb site. It's playing into the hands for Paradox now as well. Smooth Crim. See what he's going to be able to find. He's setting up utility. Pop flash to get JD and PZ in towards the monster tunnel. Versa will be the first to fall in on the deagle. He finds them completely blind, looking the wrong way. Gets out a nice collection for 2. Herbs finding 1 in the mix and brings it into a workable situation. For Paradox, the scout of Ecal is getting pressured by Break, but that is a swift headshot. Now things get tricky. For Smooth Crim. That's a connection through the wall. Kobe to finish it as well. Smooth Crim lucky to escape the grenade. Breathe a little bit of life into himself. 4 HP. He wants to get out that health shot. That's not going to be the case. Ecol revealing himself with the footsteps to walk into it. Now they know where Smooth Crim is, but Onka pre-fire the MP9, my dude. Because you're going to get your head ripped off, and Airborne somehow getting that round on the board. As said, misplayed from Paradox. I'm surprised that the HE grenade didn't Kobe on up. Yeah, but it's an MP9 pre-fire, my guy. You just get whipped out in the end. And that was the force buy for Paradox last round, mind you. So it is going to be a little bit of an eco for them this time round. Versa on the Zeus. See if you can electrify any of the Airborne members. Redeem over a rifle. Would hope at least. It's going to be Badonka's weapon of choice for the pistols to open up with a bit of damage. Meanwhile, the team's starting to have a few members fall in the round as well. Swede that Mac 10, only good for 1. Brace found 1 as well. That's been recovered over by Herbs. So we'll see what he's going to do with the weapon right now, as Airborne are looking to extend over towards this A-bomb site. They don't have a lot of utility still to draw upon. Herbs is going to go through the stairs and find 1. Get into the wall on the trade. JD, another one on the board. PZ to close it out in the end. Not really a recovery for Airborne. They would have been expected to gather that round. Probably not lose 2 members like they did, but I digress. Paradox have the purchase now, and this is what we've been waiting for. It's always one of those things where the first 2 rounds, you know, if it's cleaned up by the same team, yeah, it's kind of a gimme. The team Eco, there was kind of pistols on both of them. They forced and lost. It's the first 3 rounds that are, you know, accumulated, and then you wait up for the big purchase to come out from that op team, and that's what we're seeing now. The big purchase from Paradox. They've got the utility behind these rifles. They've got their AWP in the hands of Eco, which is always wanted, especially in my favorite map of Overpass. Love me some AWP. Let's see how Airborne are going to tackle this one. The utility over towards the B bomb side. Imagine if they keep hitting the B side and then decide to switch it up later. It would be quite cool, but that's a significant amount of damage done to JD and Swede. A little bit worse to wear now. Have to be cautious of the HE grenade that Ecol has in his back pocket. There's a long flank happening from Badonka. Maybe a little bit too late. He's in the backyard area, so we'll have to see what's going to happen. There's the HE grenade, and it collects upon JD. Swede was the one planting. It would have been cool if it collected upon 2, but it isn't the case. 3 versus 3. Setting up for Airborne to still hold on to this lead, extended over towards 4 rounds. PZ getting pressured by Badonka, gonna be forward behind the flashbang. He'll be finding Swede. PZ reveals himself as well. Is that a missed play? Unknown, because Smoothcrim's up in heaven. He might be able to find Ecal here. He finds the headshot connection. The bomb is smoked off, and he knows he needs to get onto the site, but now it's just down to Badonka. And can he whip out his, you know, prowess? Get this round for the CTs. He doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have a head anymore, because Smoothcrim will find it. And Airborne do hold on to that lead. Yeah, money is starting to accumulate as well. Stacks of cash. JD just down onto Mac 10. Love to see some aggression from him. It's once again the pistols to come out from a Paradox. If Airborne continue on the way they are going now, they might, you know, send us over into the map number 3 of Inferno. We'll just be waiting for a little tad longer. Smoothcrim smoked up by these pistols. He's getting overwhelmed by them. He's only good for 1 in the mix. Swede holding off the short tunnel. Herbs needs to be cautious. He overextends. Was he seen? I'm not sure. Nicole to swing open the door. Bit of fortunate timing, because Airborne, they busted their way in towards A. You can see already that JD is actually sneaking down through maze right now. Wow, be up for a lot of information. He might be on for a lot of damage, but he could also just be put to rest if he misses it out. He collects upon 2. First now has the AK, but he's still on the Deagle. He also finds Brace. This is looking a little bit formidable for Paradox. They both got AKs. Herbs doesn't have any armor, but we know how powerful he is regardless. No kits, no utility. Gonna have to be relying upon this aim right now. PZ could throw that flash, draw a little bit of attention, draw a little bit of delay. Herbs is going to be decapitated. PZ finds Versa. That's once again the round going over to Airborne. But finally, we will have another purchase come out from Paradox. They're going to get the AWP for Ecol. Do they go for a second one to have it on the opposite side of the map? You know, you can always position one at Monster, have one at Long as well. Kind of see what you can do. Bit of a correction towards the Monster Tunnel with a lot of utility as well. It's just rendering out the utility returnings right now. Herbs' HE grenade, not going to tickle anyone's fancy. So we just wait for a tad. Walking into the crosshairs of Brace. You got a little bit of damage over towards his body for the troubles as well. Through the wall, Herb's trying to be a bit ambitious, trying to see if he can find some damage. But it not being the case. A minute 10 on the clock. Airborne setting up their execution on towards the site. Smoke's not going to be putting the flames out of play. This is a good execute to come out from Airborne as well, but Badonka, he brings some sort of valid life back over. Sweep with a nice one. Tap to on the pick in at the end, and now it is just going to be onto Ecol. Does he try and save out with the AWP? He is holding the cross over towards short. The bomb is in a very recoverable spot for Swede, but we need to choose to plan it. Back over towards default. They don't exactly know where Ekal is, and as soon as they realize it, they know he's got the AWP. They might just try to find the frag in the end. He's going to try and shoot the AWP, potentially. There it is. He's been revealed. And now the Airborne members can shuffle on over. PZ through the wall. He's put him down to 36. It's not going to connect on the frag in the end. If it did, that would have been glorious. But Ekal is going to retreat from the play. We'll just save the AWP over into the next round because Airborne, 6 rounds on the T side, that's generally what you want to try and find, and they've done that without Paradox finding a single one yet. So really setting themselves up to hold off on this lead and just extend it even further. PZ wants to try and take the AWP away, but he's not going to be able to as well. This is good to see. It is good to see. Match pause as well to come on out. So we'll just wait for this one to slip on by. But as we are back into it, Nicole saving over that AWP from the previous round. It will be the pistols once again for Paradox. They've drawn it close earlier on. And they are definitely trying to get a round on the board. Brace will be creeping up through long. Pistols revealing themselves over towards Swede. He most likely will fall here. And we'll be over towards Balonka after finding Versa as well. The remainder of his team, nope, they'll be over towards the save bomb site, looking to claim it on out. It, shouldn't be too much of a tricky round for Airborne to win it. Brace is going to get pushed by Herbs. He'll be finding the pick as well. Smooth Crimp. He'll be hearing the cue from this smoke, knows he needs to run back because of it as well. I think at this point in time, Badonka's going to save the AK. Potentially just looking to save the armor over to the next round. The Deagle as well. Actually, Badonka is going to look to go for an exit or something. He will be finding PZ as well. A little bit of damage done. Monetary situation. Brace will want to save the AK to the next round so he doesn't have to purchase up. He's only at 450. His teammates will be able to purchase up no matter what. So it is good to see that he wins that fight towards Inno. Badonka, that last one alive, over towards Long still. He's probably going to survive at the ending of this one as well. So Airborne, that's number 7 on the board. They will finally be going back up against the Paradox purchase, and it is a bit of a different game than what we saw last matchup as well. It was close, 16-14. There was a recovery from Airborne looking to start a little bit slow. Now they're just running. 7-0 so far. Which is great to see. Big pick from Badonka, getting very aggressive, catching them all off guard right now. This actually might be the first time that we'll be seeing a round claimed by Paradox. Warm-up has ended. He's trying to find another one. They haven't even taken a single point of damage just yet. It's on a Swede, 51 points of HP. See if he can kind of look to bring something back from Airborne and keep him flawless still in the play. Bomb is down, top of a ladder. So it is going to be very difficult for Swede to try and reclaim it as well. He's clearing all his angles, trying to make sure that he will be holding on to that bomb, getting it in his hands, trying to bait out something right now. 40 seconds to go. 1 versus 5. It's not going to be the play. He's not going to win it. But does he just try to survive with the AK? Because you look at the money situation for Airborne. Even though they've won 7 in a row, it's been a bit tough for them. In terms of money, in terms of all the drops that they have given each other as well. He will be falling in the end as well. So good form from the CTs. Don't need a type exclamation mark alive, my guy. It's all done. There's a round on the board, but can they find 8? They kind of need to. So, just a pistol for JD. The remainder of the boys on these rifles. PZ being extra careful not to get flanked right now whilst his teammates come out through mid. Paradox are just playing very reserved this time. They know that they need to bring something back in towards this game. Through the wall, Herbs will connect onto Smoothcrim for a little bit. Less than a minute on the clock to still play with. Ample amount of time for Airborne. But if you look at the play over through Long, Ecol's going to find JD. You could technically argue that he stole it off Badonka, but that might be the big play